sometimes in our simplifications, you might need to go a little bit further and even use factoring. So here we have cosine x times tangent x minus sine of x times cosine squared of x. If we rewrite this a little bit, so as cosine of x, we know that tangent is sine of x over cosine x. That's kind of a useful trick to write everything in terms of sines and cosines. So we also have minus sine of x times cosine squared of x. So notice that conveniently the cosines cancel out, and we're just left with sine of x minus sine of x times cosine squared of x. So notice that both of these terms have a sine of x involved. So I can take a sine of x out. What multiplied by sine of x gives me sine of x? Well, that would be 1 minus, I took a sine of x out of this term, so I'm left with cosine squared of x. So I have sine of x times 1 minus cosine squared of x. Recall that that is also sine squared of x. And since I'm multiplying a sine of x to 1 power times a sine of x to the second power, I can combine those by adding the exponents and get sine cubed of x. I was able to simplify that to one expression. Go ahead and try this one out. The cosine element might look a little unfamiliar to you, but remember that 90 degrees is also pi over 2. So think of that when thinking about your relationships.